The jungle never truly sleeps, but as the golden sun dipped behind the towering trees, a calmness spread over the land. The air was thick with the scent of wildflowers, and the distant sounds of chirping crickets and rustling leaves filled the air. The river glowed under the soft silver light of the rising moon, its gentle waves lapping against the muddy shore. But not everyone was ready for bedtime. Baby elephant splashed happily in the cool water, his tiny trunk sending ripples across the surface as he giggled. "Just one more splash," he called out, his small, round ears flapping with excitement. Mama elephant stood on the riverbank, watching her little one with a fond but patient smile. She had seen this before. Every night, baby elephant found one more reason to stay awake just a little longer. "The stars are out, my love," she said gently. "That means it's time for bed." Baby elephant shook his head, sending droplets of water flying everywhere. "But Mama, the jungle is still awake. Listen." And indeed, the jungle was alive with sounds. The distant roar of a lion, the soft hum of insects, the occasional hoot of an owl. It was a world of adventure, and baby elephant didn't want to miss a second of it. Mama chuckled, stepping forward into the water. "Then why don't we say goodnight to all of our friends before bed?" Baby elephant's eyes lit up. "Yes. But first," he raised his trunk and sent one last, big splash of water into the air, giggling as it rained down over him. Mama shook her head with a smile. "Come along, my little water dancer," she said, nudging him toward the shore. As they stepped out of the river, droplets glistening on their thick gray skin, the night breeze whispered through the jungle. Fireflies danced around them, glowing like tiny stars floating in the air. Baby elephant reached out his trunk, trying to catch one. "Mama, they look like little moons." "They do," Mama agreed. "Why don't we say goodnight to them?" Baby elephant lifted his trunk high. "Good night, fireflies. Sleep tight." The fireflies twinkled in response, flitting toward the treetops as if they had heard him. Mama and baby continued walking through the jungle, the sounds of the night filling the air. Up ahead, a group of monkeys were settling down in the high branches of a large tree. Some curled up with their tails wrapped around them, while others yawned loudly, stretching their tiny arms. One small monkey peeked down at baby elephant. "Still awake?" he asked sleepily. "Not for long." Baby elephant giggled. "Good night, monkeys." The monkey yawned again and waved lazily before resting his head on a branch. As they moved deeper into the jungle, they reached a large rock where a family of lions lay resting. The big lion, with his golden mane, lifted his head just as baby elephant and Mama arrived. His deep voice rumbled like distant thunder. "Out for a nighttime stroll?" Mama elephant smiled. "Just saying goodnight to our friends before bedtime." Baby elephant stood tall. "Good night, King Lion. Sleep well." The lion let out a soft, tired roar. "Good night, little one." The jungle was slowly settling in for the night, and even baby elephant could feel the drowsiness creeping in. His steps became slower, and his once bright eyes blinked heavily. But there was still one last stop. As they neared the elephant herd, baby elephant saw his cousins and aunts already curled up under the vast, open sky. The stars twinkled brightly above, and a gentle wind carried the soothing sounds of the night. Mama elephant lowered her head and nuzzled baby elephant close. "Did you have fun, my little one?" Baby elephant yawned, his trunk curling slightly. "Yes, Mama. But now I think I'm ready for bed." She smiled, guiding him toward their resting spot. Baby elephant lay down, his small body curling close to hers, listening to the rhythmic heartbeat that had always made him feel safe. The jungle hummed softly around them, and the moon cast a silver glow over the sleeping animals. As baby elephant's eyes closed, he whispered one last thing. "Good night, jungle." And with that, he drifted into peaceful sleep, dreaming of more adventures to come. The jungle was peaceful now, wrapped in the soft silver glow of the moon. The warm night breeze rustled through the trees, carrying the soothing hum of insects and the distant hoots of owls. The river continued its gentle song, its rippling waves reflecting the starlit sky. Nestled close to Mama elephant, baby elephant let out a sleepy sigh, his small body rising and falling with each deep breath. His eyelids fluttered, heavy with dreams, but there was still a tiny spark of wakefulness left in him. He shifted slightly, feeling the comfort of his mother's warmth against his own. But just as sleep was about to take him, a rustling sound caught his ear. His trunk twitched. His small eyes blinked open. Something was moving in the tall grass nearby. Mama elephant had heard it too. Her large ears flared slightly as she lifted her head, listening carefully. But her posture remained calm, not tense. She knew these sounds. Baby elephant lifted his head sleepily. "Mama," he whispered. A gentle chuckle echoed through the night, and from the tall grass emerged an old, wise turtle. His shell was worn with time, his steps slow but steady. He carried a peaceful presence, like he had seen the jungle grow and change for many, many years. "Still awake, little one?" the turtle asked in a deep, kind voice. Baby elephant rubbed his eyes with his trunk. "I was just about to sleep," he murmured. The turtle smiled. "That's good. The jungle is a beautiful place at night, but it's even more magical in your dreams." Mama elephant lowered her head in a respectful nod. "Good evening, old turtle." "And good evening to you, wise mother," the turtle replied. He glanced at baby elephant with twinkling eyes. "Did you say goodnight to all your friends?" Baby elephant yawned. "I did. I said goodnight to the fireflies, the monkeys, the lions, everyone." The turtle nodded. "Then there is only one more thing left to do." Baby elephant tilted his head. "What's that?" The turtle smiled. "You must say goodnight to the stars." Baby elephant's sleepy eyes widened in wonder. He had never thought of that before. He turned his gaze toward the sky, where thousands of tiny lights shimmered against the darkness. They twinkled gently, as if they were watching over the jungle, whispering silent lullabies to all who rested below. With a soft breath, baby elephant lifted his trunk high toward the sky. "Good night, stars," he whispered. The stars, in their eternal stillness, seemed to shimmer just a little brighter. Mama elephant smiled, nuzzling her little one close. "And now, my love, it's time for you to rest." Baby elephant let out one final yawn and curled against his mother's side. The jungle's lullaby, the rustling leaves, the distant river, the chirping crickets, sang him to sleep. The turtle watched for a moment, his wise eyes filled with warmth. Then, with slow and steady steps, he turned back toward the tall grass, disappearing into the shadows of the night. And so, under the glowing stars and the watchful moon, the jungle finally fell silent. Baby Elephant had said his goodnights. Now, it was time to dream.